I promise I will watch all these shows at some point, and who knows? Maybe I'll make a separate video on this. One of the first results that came up talked about how it might be racist, so watch at your own risk. Hi! Now, if you are in the Hanna-Barbera fandom, you know there are a lot of Scooby clones. But what if I told you that truly there are only 13 of them? Not 15, 13. Okay, wait, before you click off, let me tell you the list. Funky Phantom, Speed Buggy, Inch High Private Eye, Goober and the Ghost Chasers, Jabberjaw, Captain Caveman, the Teen Angels, the Buford Files, the New Shmoo, Rickety Rocket, Fangface, Wonderbug, Bigfoot and Wild Boy, and the Thing cartoon. Now I know you're crying. But Lumpy, what about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids? What about Josie and the Pussycats? What about Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan? What the hell is a Wonderbug? And don't worry, small crow that just appeared. This is the list of Scooby clones that are the most Scooby clone. It makes more sense. Just go with it. But Lumpy, those shows have a Scooby analogs. They have to be... Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I'll get to it. So, you want to hear the rules. Turns out I've been saving this whiteboard just for this occasion. Ignore that it's for toddlers. This is very, very serious business. I turned down the light so you can actually see the thing. Here is the first rule, and it's kind of broad so that we have actual Scooby clones. So that rule is, it has to have been made within the years 1969 to 1985. That's really easy, but it means we won't include Amphibia or Adventure Time or early series Steven Universe. The next rule is that there must be at least 2 youths, and I'm defining youths as under 21. It's pretty uncontroversial because the only shows I can think of that have less than 2 youths is Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue and the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show. There is no Max because Amazing Chan the Chan Clan. But Lumpy, that wasn't on your list. Shut up. I'm covering it one rule at a time. I'm going from not going to get me attacked to absolutely will. The next is the genre. It must be either crime, or mystery. Obvious, but the mysteries don't need to be supernatural. Think, yet again, Amazing Chan the Chan Clan and Josie and the Pussycats. There has to be one girl youth. Again, pretty obvious. Diversity. But it must be said. Okay, it can have reoccurring villains, but it has to mostly be monster, in quotations, of the week. I'm thinking, I don't know any 70s shows with reoccurring villains that fall into the Scooby clone genre. I don't know. Lidsville? Bugaloos? It can have reoccurring villains, but it can't. It has to mostly be monster of the week. Okay, no adult gang members. Exception going to be explored in the next rule. Adults can be reoccurring characters, like the sheriff in the original Scooby-Doo, but they can't be main characters. Like in the Godzilla cartoon, or Johnny Quest. But no one was arguing that that's a Scooby clone. Alright, this is the last one before the super controversial hot take. Adult or supernatural villains. It can't, for the majority of it, it can't be like, oh, it was a bunch of teenagers. This is the hardest to employ and discover. Mostly because you can't go to every single episode of a Scooby clone and be like, hey, give me spoilers. But this is just sort of a general rule. Alright, this is the one that's gonna get me killed. There has to be a gimmick character. There has to be. Don't kill me yet. Rules and exceptions. The gimmick character can be an adult. Adult. Let's think Inch High, Private Eye. Now, the gimmick character cannot, no pets. The gimmick character cannot be a pet, except if the pet can A, talk, or B, is the title character. It's a lot of text. For the pet exception, think Scooby, Goober, Buford, stuff like that. Finally, they must be an essential member of the main cast. Essential member. So, no Choo Choo or Sebastian. See, that is great handwriting right there, and I totally spelled essential right. Yay! To explain the ones that aren't on every BuzzFeed list. Inch High, Private Eye. Inch High is the gimmick character who runs a detective agency with his two youths, his niece Lori and her boyfriend Gator. Wikipedia says they're adults, but they don't have a canon age and they look under 21. The Buford Files was one of 2 segments on Buford and the Galloping Ghost, the other segment being The Galloping Ghost. Buford is a lazy dog who solves mysteries with his 2 youths, Cindy May and Woody. I'm not sure if Buford talks, because I didn't watch any of these shows in preparation, but he is the title character, so it counts. Ignore that the Shmoo looks like a male private part. The new Shmoo. The Shmoo can shapeshift, gender fluid icon, but cannot speak. His 3 youths, Mickey, Nita, and Billy Joe, work for a comic company, but they solve paranormal things in their free time. Also, Nita is Latina. So take that as you will, because I haven't watched the show yet. But we have a person of color! Yay! Speaking of chances it's
stereotypical.
Racist, Rickety Rocket is a show about 4 black youths, Sunstroke, Splashdown, Cosmo, and Venus, and their gimmick character, a rocket they hobbled together, named, as I can assume, Rickety Rocket. I promise I will watch all these shows at some point, and who knows, maybe I'll make a separate video on this. One of the first results that came up talked about how it might be racist, so watch at your own risk. Oh yay, Fang-Face! Racial diversity that doesn't feel forced! I love this show. Fangs is your average teenage Shaggy clone, except for the fact that he's a werewolf named Fang-Face. That's an awesome gimmick. And with a little help from 3 brave teenagers, Biff, Kim, and Pugsy, they solve mysteries about the supernatural. There are real monsters. Also, Kim is black, and she's a normal person, and there are black background characters. I love this show for more reasons than I'm just making a reboot of it. Also, I tried really hard on the Fang-Face drawing. Applaud me. Wonderbug! There's a car, right? Speaks in stuttering nonsense, and he has 3 teenagers, 2 boys and 1 girl, who go solve crimes. Yeah, the difference between this and Speed Buggy is that this is live action and 10 times better. Wonderbug is a superhero car who has a secret identity. Yeah, schlep car. His 3 use are Barry, Cece, and Susan. I love Barry. He is an idiot, but I love him. Bigfoot and Wild Boy. Bigfoot adopted a kid named Wild Boy, and Wild Boy has a girl crush, I guess, on either Susie or Cindy. Depends on which season you're watching. I don't like this show, but it's on this list. Finally, The Thing cartoon. The Thing, from Marvel Comics, is Shazam in this show. Bring it all! He has teenage friends who are Archie ripoff, but they solve mysteries. I don't care enough to research this further. So yeah, the Scooby Clone rules, and some lesser known Scooby Clones. Also, Crofts, don't sue me for calling your shows Scooby Clones and for actively hating Bigfoot and Wild Boy. Well, that's been your alarm clock call for the day. No gimmicks characters in sight. Feel free to carry on with your day.